Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly tarot forecast for April 2022. And just a quick reminder, you do have a monthly astrology forecast already up, and you can find that by going to my main channel page by clicking on my avatar down below, and it'll just take you right there, and you can see all the playlists I have all organized there. And a little bit of a tidbit before we get started. Somebody asked a really good question last month, about what do I look at, the astrology or the tarot? The astrology message says this, and the tarot is, sometimes mostly similar, sometimes exactly similar, but there are some differences. And when it comes to watching my content, because I can't speak for other astrologers and tarot readers, nobody can, it's not standardized. But when it comes to my channel, I always say, look at the tarot, putting it simply, as the traffic report and the astrology as the weather report. So you are going to get different bits of information, right, when you watch the traffic and the weather. But they make for a more complete and holistic look at what's going on. So that's all I got to say about that. And don't forget to remember, if you are watching your rising sign tarot, you're getting additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign tarot is showing up. And if you're watching your moon sign tarot, then you are getting the less prominent, albeit still significant, side story that's also playing out throughout the course of the month. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So, what is going on when it comes to April? April, the big spiritual theme of the big spiritual focus is the Five of Cups upright. And you are going to be finding that this month is carrying a very heavy focus of accepting replacements, moving on, and letting go of things that are already a done deal. With the Five of Cups, you are going to find that this month there's going to be a point where you have to see, what is it that maybe you have been trying to sustain or revive that really you are already done with, it's already over, we just need to actually get moving and accept the replacements and even the new offers and opportunities that are coming to you. Because with the Five of Cups, we see this sort of metaphorical bridge over troubled waters kind of experience, it's important to also remember that in order to actually get past those waters, you have to cross that bridge. And there is going to be a lot of help coming your way, but it may challenge a lot of your philosophy, a lot of your sensibilities sometimes, because we are going to be learning a lot of new ways to create our reality, a lot of new ways to do our work, a lot of new ways to, conduct ourselves with friends and with family. And we are going to have to leave a lot of old self and a lot of old ways of doing things, a lot of old agreements or a lot of old chapters behind, because they're already done. When it comes to your material focus or what's happening with work, money, your job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to, of course, home and family, we've got the Two of Swords reversed and the Fool card upright. And with the Two of Swords reversed, a lot of you Cancerian people are settling in very comfortably into some kind of new financial or professional commitment that is going to require you to be more exclusive with your time and be more focused in maybe what your goals are for this job or for this project or whatever this investment is. Because with the Two of Swords reversed, we are going to need to understand that this is going to be not necessarily demanding, but it's not going to leave a lot of room for much else. Sometimes the Two of Swords reversed will show up as a beautiful solution to a quandary or maybe a crossroads situation you have been sitting at when it comes to a practical home or financial affair. This is also going to be a month where you are committing to a completely new road professionally, which is what we're also seeing with the Fool card upright. A lot of transformations are occurring when it comes to your industry, the office, and you are going to find that your slate is being wiped clean as well. With the Fool, a lot of you may be finding that you are also advancing into a much more prominent or much more financially promising way, but you are being taken out of your wheelhouse this month. And a lot of the social, financial, and material environment around you, you're going to need to be able to acclimate to very, very quickly. This is a big part of that Five of Cups focus of transitioning out of something old, familiar that is actually gone and done, and moving on with, again, this new era that seems to be shining forward for you. The Fool card upright is also indicating that this could be a month where a lot of you are having a new source of income, or maybe even a new higher trajectory or position show up for you when it comes to the future of your line of work, the future of your career, or maybe a big financial goal or a big goal you would like to achieve for your household or for your family. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Three of Cups reversed as well as the Four of Cups upright. And it does look like with the Three of Cups reversed, there could be some drama this month as it relates to a group that you are connected to. Now, this could be a family group, this could be a team, a friendship group, or a community. But with the Three of Cups reversed, it does look like something is kind of getting ready to splinter. And maybe it should, because sometimes with the Three of Cups reversed, it's a sign that this is not really what it used to be, or maybe it never was. And we are getting to keep the friends that are true blue in this group or in this team or in this clique, but the rest have got to go. Because with the Three of Cups reversed, we can sometimes see challenges come up with a lot of animosity or backbiting or anything where, sometimes people have a tendency to bring their personal issues to be worked out on a group as opposed to with a group. And that could be also the cause of a lot of fractures and splinters. It doesn't mean you're losing anyone that is truly important. We just may lose the entity or the group itself and have to move on to create something new with the people we keep. With the Four of Cups upright, I am also seeing that you are being gifted with something this month that is an old gift or an old offering, an old presentation that you may not have seen the value in before. Maybe it was something that we were too preoccupied with other things to take seriously, or maybe we did not give it a fair chance. We did not necessarily look too deep on examining it. But with the Four of Cups, a blessing in disguise is being brought forward to you. And I feel like this will be showing up either through your network or maybe even something that is being found or reintroduced by a friend, a family member, or some ally. When it comes to your challenges this month, you do have the Death card reversed as well as the Three of Wands reversed. And with the Death card reversed, it's all about getting ready to let go of things. It's all about making sure that you're not delaying any kind of transitions, that you're not trying to drag out the transition process, right? Pull the Band-Aid off one hair at a time. What are you thinking? The Death card reversed juxtaposed to that Five of Cups can indicate where there may be something that is tying us up to old business that is not going to be solved by staying there and going over everything once again. Sometimes overprocessing is a thing that people might do in order to avoid taking responsibility for moving on. And you may find yourself getting trapped in situations if you're not careful with people trying to do that with you, maybe with that Three of Cups reversed situation. Sometimes this is you needing to be ready to move on with something before other people are ready because it is in the highest interest of all concerned. And with the Three of Wands reversed, sometimes what happens here is that we also got to pay attention to what we've been missing out on and be careful about missing out due to maybe repeating old patterns or falling back into old routines or old habits or carrying on like nothing has changed at all. Because what can happen is if you fall into that, you could miss out. This is also a month where very much with the Three of Wands reversed, you are going to need to see where the big breaks are such as the Fool card upright, the Four of Cups upright, the Two of Swords reversed, and take them seriously. Because sometimes these things can show up in small ways. And sometimes these things do not try really hard to win us over, or they don't go out of their way to, court us, as it were. This is up to us to be able to see, right? We have to take that bridge with the Five of Cups. We cannot ask for someone to run over the bridge and carry us back over the bridge. With the Three of Wands reversed, this can also be a time where a lot of you are going to need to maybe pay attention to where you might be falling behind in certain areas of your life because you are not going at your natural pace, and where you may be going at the pace of another person, or at the pace of a group, or maybe at the pace that is just slower than is required of you to keep going. Because again, there's so much good stuff going on here. Really important to keep that in mind. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Ace of Cups reversed, as well as the King of Pentacles upright. With the Ace of Cups reversed, a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be finding that this month it's going to be necessary for partners and new people alike to be ready to explore more of an open door policy. I feel like with the Ace of Cups reversed, sometimes we are in a space where we have to change how our communications are occurring. The Ace of Cups reversed is indicating that a lot of old or stored or suppressed feelings or repressed desires do deserve their chance to come out, but people might be afraid to explore them or express them. Sometimes these are not things that are uncomfortable, like sharing negative feelings or sharing uncomfortable feelings. They could be very positive, but if people are feeling self-conscious or embarrassed, or they're just not really, feeling all that confident within themselves, we're never going to know. Sometimes this card can show up where a lot of you Cancerian people who are single or available may have an opportunity to connect with somebody, but we need to make it clear that, we are interested in them as well, because we might not necessarily have the welcome mat out, even though we think we do. When it comes to the King of Pentacles upright, this is also a time where you're going to notice partners getting a lot more involved in supporting things that you have normally been doing on your own. And that is because with the King of Pentacles, we are getting some beautiful news with regards to maybe a spouse or a lover's own practical life that is enabling them to do so. You may be finding that a partner is investing their time, their energy, their availability, maybe even their spending money in something that has been more of a private project of yours. Not because they want to take over, right? And they want in on it. If it can still be yours if you want it to just be all yours. But for those of you that are open to sharing or partnering up with your partner on a different partnership, so to speak, this is also on the table. You're also finding with the King of Pentacles upright that a shift that's happening in your partner's material life is creating a lot of very cool trend shifts on the calendar that you guys have set for the rest of your 2022, where we might be able to make things happen bigger or faster or both when it comes to things that we are being very careful about planning or maybe charting a course for when it comes to accomplishments we're trying to make for our relationship or for our family. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this can be one and the same. Again, this person that we talked about with the Ace of Cups reversed, or this could be another love opportunity. With the King of Pentacles upright, it's important to understand that this will likely be a relationship opportunity that does not start in a conventional sort of dating romantic way. This is more of a person that you will bond with and, yes, heat things up with over a mutual project or maybe some kind of endeavor or mutual ambition, and it's bonding over the work. It's bonding over the adventure that really gets this going. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.